Welcome to the Pariah map editor. It says map in normal cases here, but according to the back of the box, it's an acronym standing for Make It and Play, which, well, gotta love the early 2000s. Good times, good times. Okay, so what happens if we create a new map? We can either make it a deathmatch or a siege. We'll make it a siege. We'll go over to, let's see, which one was it? Looking for Storm, wasn't it? Yeah, Storm was the one I wanted to show off. Yes, this place. Okay, so map editor controls, and use W and S to go forward and back, A and D to turn the camera, or you can just use the mouse to zoom in. Let's see, it's R and F to zoom in otherwise. Q and E strafe the camera. I do not believe you can adjust the camera's pitch to look up or down. It would be very nice, but I suppose it's just a minor annoyance not having it. Alright. And yes, for some reason the map editor has some frame issues. I do not know why. But hey, you can see, let's see, you can see a few things over here. Our cursor is this giant 3D arrow. I mean, you can tell it was made with consoles in mind, this map editor. But it controls quite nicely on mouse and keyboard as well. Okay, so this green thing here, that's a player spawn. The blue thing, that's player spawn for the other team. You can select objects by clicking them, move them around, rotate them with the arrow keys. You can delete them, of course, but we're not going to do that. We can duplicate them just by selecting them and clicking them, well, somewhere again. You can press P to turn on auto flattening, and when you place an object with that enabled, it will flatten the ground underneath the object to well, make sure the ground under the object is flat. Okay, so let's have a look in these menus, shall we? You can see your various objects around here. The group of objects that you have access to is dependent on the type of map you select when you create it, the theme of the map. The buildings will be slightly different for each one. This castle quarter looks quite cool, doesn't it? I like the look of that. But, let's actually turn off auto flattening and let's see. The game tends to be quite finicky about where you can and cannot place things. I do like how objects bounce after you place them, just for effect. Just for effect. So this is partially submerged in the water now. We have game objects. So assault drone, kamikaze drone, protector drone, and automatic turret. Those are automated. I believe the drones work for the defenders side. You can also put some pop-up mines around. Player Turret 2. I don't know what they did with Player Turret 1, but here's the sequel. That's the kind of turret that you can get in and use yourself. Explodable barrel, of course, you've got to have those. Ammo refill station, we've seen those. You can just place these around like any other object. This one has little, well, it has little red pulse to it. Yeah. We've also got the vehicles, all the 4 vehicles in the game, right here. Yep. You cannot place objects on objects, which is quite limiting. Otherwise, I would have made a bit of a work of art to show you. So yeah, just put that wherever. We've got the terrain tools. You can, let's see, change the radius of effect by clicking in the mouse wheel. But yes, with this you can raise and lower the terrain like that, and sharpen it into a fine point if you wish, or just lower it all into the water. There's also flatten. That basically averages out the terrain. It tends to do it quite sharply, so if you're using this, you'll probably want to use raising a bit to smooth the edges out. And there's ramp. A ramp is odd. Okay, so like you can just barely see it. The white line is, let's see, shall we? Okay, the white line. Well, the white line meant nothing in this case. Why is it pointing this way? It would. I expected it to either be the lower point or the higher point of the ramp, but no, not in this case. But yeah, you can just create ramps on the terrain like that. You cannot create ramps if the ground is not flat. That is another limiting thing. Let's see. Paint. You can change the texture of the surface here. Currently we've got like dirt. Just and it's a little hard to see with these brown colors, but let's just make this place dirty. Now let's just make it all rocky. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Just spray it around. You can also just change the textures as you are. It is 3 textures to the entire level. It's kinda limiting, but you get to change the style of the rock and the style of the sand and the style of the dirt. Let's see. Grass. Did I say sand when I meant grass? Because the sand is only used for the stuff that's close to the water, I believe. You can't just force anything to be sand. And there's smooth terrain. Let's see. You can just use this to average out terrain. Make it nice and smooth. Pretty self-explanatory. Oh, we can add and change the fog. Let's make it blue and make it super dense, or maybe not. Let's make it very clear. There, doesn't that look better? It actually does. We can also change. We need to press S to close that menu. We can also change the sky. We can't really see it from here, which is sad. But yeah, we can have well, 2 dark skies and 1 overcast sky, I guess. Not much choice, but there you go. Weather, we can make it rain, make it snow. Pretty nice. pretty nice for weather effects that are not used in the game. I don't think any of these weather effects are used in the game. There's also wind. I guess that just occasionally blows some fog across the screen, as well as, of course, the wind sound. I also like the snow sound effect, but let's keep it none for now. Yes, ESC, and on to the next one. Yes, you can create lighting, which is always fun. You can change the lighting of the level, make it look really weird, change the brightness. Yeah, let's make it really bright. You can choose between night or day. Make it daytime and make it super bright. Yeah, because I like brightness. And, well, we're back where we started as far as the tabs at the top go. Now we can try the map. Yes, we do want to save our map before continuing. It's given us Dark Alpha. It randomly picks 2 words from a list when you click Generate. You have Dark Soil, Smashing Blunder, Poison Soil, Raging Carnage, Mega Soil, or maybe even Burning a Prison. I like Dry Carnage. Yeah, saved Dry Carnage. Okay. Great. We're in here, we can walk around. You can't really do that much because you don't have a HUD. Well, you don't really need a HUD when you're testing this out. But let's see, the drones I placed were over here somewhere, weren't they? Or are they not? Ah, there they are. Okay. Hello, drones. Are you going to shoot me? Yes, yes, that's right. Those drones do, I believe, shoot the attackers. So there you go. And the objective is just over here, as you've seen. You can move that about in the editor if you wish. There is a vehicle that we didn't. No, that's the passenger seat. Didn't get to use in the main game. We only got to use 2 vehicles in the main game. 2 out of 2, I think. Where was the drivers? Let's see, that's the back. You've got me thinking this is Tribes 2 now with all these seats. Passenger. Come on, where is the the driver's seat at last. We've got it. Okay. This thing has 2. Well, a double grenade launcher. Let's go over there and hopefully get across this bridge. Oh man, Okay, good. Okay, we destroyed a drone. Great. That's about the most fun you can have alone using the map editor. Unfortunately, since you can't use bots with maps created in the map editor. But let me show you the one that I made earlier. It's called Dry Pools. Named because it doesn't have any pools, really. I wanted to make something a bit more artistic with many floating island pillars, but that is when I discovered that the map editor was a bit restrictive about where you could place buildings and such. So unfortunately I just came up with this weird mess with a battleship on a hill. And for some reason I put both teams' spawns down here. Oh boy, why is the forward button moving me backwards? And backward is moving me forward? I don't know. Let's just quickly try it. So no, I'd have not made any changes. Yeah, we'll spawn in a wasp. Great. Let's see. What was the other vehicle that we didn't get to use in the game? I believe it was this, wasn't it? The dart. Great. Okay, yeah. We'll just float on up here. Very good, very good. Don't fall off. Come on, come on. I wanna get to the turret so that I can have it shoot me. Excellent. I do not believe you can destroy the turrets. I have tried, but I'm pretty sure you can't. So yeah, you can have turrets like in some maps in Unreal Tournament as well. But yeah, that's about all I have to show. Of course, this game did come with a version of Unreal Ed for you to create your own maps with. But I don't think you can create single-player maps with it. Oh boy, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Unreal Ed, so it's beyond me. I won't talk any more about things that I don't know about. So yeah, unfortunately, this game, the more we play it's basically a lesser Unreal Tournament, because it doesn't have its customizability, it doesn't have modding support, it doesn't have that many maps. The weapons are alright, the gunplay is totally fine. It's kind of like a slower Unreal Tournament, and that's fine. But it needs a bit more substance than just the gunplay, considering it is on the same engine in Anyway, that's enough about Pariah for now. Next time, we may have a quick look at Warpath. So, thank you for watching, and let's hope the next video won't take half a year to come out, eh? Thanks for watching again. I hope that the current events have not affected you too much. Please stay safe. Bye for now.